Oh! Then last night, I did a sponsored stream, and it was a big mystery. No one knew what I was playing, because I didn't give any information whatsoever. And I had said, well, if the sponsored stream does not come through for whatever reason, I'll just play some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay? But then during my day off on Monday, I got confirmation from Twitch that the sponsored stream had been approved. And so last night, I asked that if anyone could actually be here to attend. It helps me out. Obviously, a sponsored stream is based off of how many people show up to your stream, because you're trying to advertise a game, right? And so last night, I did my sponsored stream, and it was successful. I want to say thanks to anyone who last night was able to make it out and check out my stream. It did help me out. Immediately, after the stream ended, it took about 30 minutes for Twitch to review the stream, and they got back to me and said, yes, approved, boom, here you go. And it went really well. So, if you're not aware what it was, I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You're like, huh, what? Yeah, that's right. I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey as my sponsored stream last night. They really want to get more eyes on the game this year. And I played for about 2 hours. Had a lot of good story progression plus some side content and the like. It was really fun. And like I said, every time that I play one of these games for a sponsored stream, it ends up, working out pretty well. I have to say, last time I did it, it worked out pretty well. This time it worked out pretty well. But every time that I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the game grows on me. Like, I'm actually liking it more and more the more that I play it. I'm getting used to the fact that, okay, even though it's called Assassin's Creed, it's not going to be the old school Assassin's Creed. And the more that I kind of accept that this is the modern era of what Assassin's Creed is going to be, the more I like the game. At first, I kind of was like, this isn't Assassin's Creed, something different. But if I treat it more like an open world action-adventure RPG, I end up liking the game more and more. All right? And so I'm having a lot of fun with it. And that will continue tomorrow, by the way. So anyway, thanks to anyone who was here for it. I got enough attendance that I did qualify for the sponsorship. And thank you guys very much for that. Okay. So guys, let's go ahead and do a quick plugs segment.
As you know, gotta do a little bit of shill in here. This is my job.
Why would I go back to Twitch, where Twitch TV is literally a business model
based off of begging?
Then Genetic Gamer cheered, and he says, I'm confused because yesterday you did a sponsored stream for Assassin's Creed, but that was a game you were already playing. Why were you worried about trolls?
I wasn't worried at all whatsoever. I wasn't. But the bottom line was there was no point in announcing ahead of time what game I would be playing, because what would have happened is that these trolls would have spammed the internet with all kinds of negative crap and basically just made it harassment against everyone. The thing is, they don't even harass me anymore because they know that harassing me doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect me. So they would have went to every facet of Ubisoft and everything and spammed every single thing with thousands of things that Phil's playing the game and blah, blah, blah. And they don't need that. Those people are just employees of a big company. Their social media accounts don't need that crap for days in advance. If anything, it's more of just a courtesy to them to make sure that, they don't get harassed and stuff by these just, I don't even know what else to say, that they're just out of their minds, I saw some of it. I actually saw some of it overnight. Did you know that someone who is who always spouts profanity and racism on his streams is playing your game? It's like, what? Things that blatant lies. Things that don't happen, things that never happened. This man who regularly publicly masturbates in front of thousands of children is now playing your game. DSP is a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck. DSP is this and that.
Phil's a horrible pedophile and a public masturbator. All of a sudden, Phil is an abuser of children who wants to beat up children and threaten a kid online.
Wait, what? Okay. But that's what I mean. This is the crap they do. So imagine now if I had announced 3 days earlier that this was the game I was playing, the poor people at Ubisoft would have been bombarded with this shit for 3 straight days. Like, what the frig is this? I don't want to deal with this.
So as a courtesy, just keep that private until the game is, I'm playing it. There's no reason to even talk about what game it is or anything, right? And like I said, the stream went down without a hitch. Everything went well. So, that's why I wasn't afraid of trolls having a negative impact at all. At all. I knew that they wouldn't. I knew that it would just be them spinning their wheels and wasting their time, but I don't want people to be harassed because these mentally messed up people are doing these horrible things on the internet.
Okay. All right. Then Genetic Gamer 2 again basically says, this is your business, and are you worried about having a business where it's influenced by so many outside factors? Like, for example, if Google or Twitch or whatever went under or blacklisted you, you wouldn't be able to do what you do.
It's like that for every business, I hate to tell you. Just because you don't hear about it with brick and mortar businesses doesn't mean it doesn't exist. If you have a restaurant, you've got things like the Better Business Bureau, you've got things like the health code, you've got online ratings, right? And those all negatively affect you, and they're completely out of your control. At any time, you could have a restaurant and have someone who just has a stick up their butt about you put in bad reviews on a website like Yelp, and there's nothing you could do about it, right? You could have someone file complaints about your health code violations, even though you might not have any.
They control you.
You know what I mean? Any business that you run, you're always going to have outside factors that affect it.
It says on the address, Phil Burnell, DSP Gaming. Now, wait a minute. I have never had a registered business.
Problem is, all the work that I put into this entity, it's not a business.
I would never be in the situation I'm in right now, financially, if it weren't for the trolls completely destroying my YouTube business.
And you're absolutely right. There's a ton of things that affect me, what I do. It could be internet regulations, right? The limitations of Twitch and YouTube and things like that, changes to Twitch or YouTube that could affect me. The law about broadcasting gameplay and stuff like that. There's so many things that could affect it. But I don't really let it get to me. If and when roadblocks and hurdles come up, I tackle them one by one. And so far, so good. 10 freaking years I've been doing this, and I've been able to overcome every single one of them. Will I be able to do this for the rest of my life? I don't know. I do enjoy doing it, and I would love to do it that long if I could. I don't know if I'll be able to. But, for now, as they say, so far, so good, and I, see no reason to stop now. Hickany asks, when will we get more designs on Teespring? The thing is, I don't design the designs. I don't. I am not a graphic designer, on any level. I am not a graphic designer. Sorry. My phone vibrated and it was nothing important. So anyway, I don't have any kind of design capacity. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish that I had. At one point in my life, I actually was interested in graphic design, and I was messing around with it a little bit.
But I'm no good at it.
Let's see here.
Salty Hunt.
Cheers says, why play Dragon Quest tonight when you can get 500 plus people for WWE or Forza? Well, Salty Hunt, there's two reasons for that. Number one, because I don't care about viewer count. I never have and never will. I've said this a million times. I don't care if there's 5 people or 5,000 people on my stream. As long as we have people here who are having fun, interacting with me, and, business-wise contributing, then it doesn't matter.
Like, whoa.
Quite honestly, let me take a look, because I have not looked at stream numbers all day. My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened? We never even... Hold on. I'm actually trying to go back here. Did we ever even get close to 400? It looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy. What is that? And it doesn't matter how many people I have in attendance. Maybe there are people who are on Twitch broadcast and all they care about is bringing in the masses. I don't care about that.
You're a lying piece of shit. Oh. Yeah, and you too.
Gave him a sponsorship.
Might D says, I love the art style of this game. Yeah, it's the Akira Toriyama art style, same as Dragon Ball. As well as Chrono Trigger, as well as Blue Dragon. It's all the Akira Toriyama art style. And
Still
yeah,
could just play Dragon Quest 8.
I've always liked it.